What's up guys, it's Birdman and welcome back to War Thunder. We're doing another live commentary today and it's going to be a little bit different to what we did last time. Sorry, I just need to slow my pace of talking down. I just realised I was talking like a machine gun. So what we're doing today is we're playing an arcade, realistic battle. I need to get my brain in gear. A realistic battle with both a plane, the BF-110, so if it loads you'll see. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I've got two big bombs. I'm going to try a bit of dive bombing, and if not, I've got some cannons that I can try out. Combined with my latest acquisition in the German tank tree, this bad boy here, my first tier 2 tank. So as you can see, I've done a little bit of researching and working to get new tanks. And we're going to see how it goes. So I will join you on the battlefield. So here we go. We're just queuing up for a game on Kuban. Anyway, what I've noticed about the very little flying I've done in the open beta and what I did in the closed beta when you have to play with planes was that the maps are very deliberately set up to make life difficult for the planes. So we're going to jump into our BF-110 first, so I can give you an idea of why I'm finding it difficult. Obviously it hasn't been introduced to arcade yet, and in realistic you don't get a bomb drop indicator on dive bombers, so you just kind of have to guess at it. Now these are 250 kilogram bombs, which I think works out at about 400 something pounds, and they should be enough to take out medium and light tanks, but you've got to get pretty direct hits, unless you're lucky and set them on fire with a glancing hit. But getting a direct hit is extremely difficult because of the way the maps are set up. They're covered in trees, they're covered in hills, often have cliffs and rocks and all sorts of nonsense designed to stop you effectively swooping down and blowing up every tank on the battlefield. Equally, they're covered in anti-aircraft. So if you're flying a conventional bomber, it can also be difficult because you've got to fly nice and straight and level, and that opens you up to not only the attack from the AI anti-aircraft guns, but also from the player-controlled anti-aircraft guns, which of course were never a problem before. But now that ground forces have been introduced, they are. So I've immediately spotted this light tank, and I'm just going to go for it on him. Of course, being a realistic battle, if I want more bombs, I then have to fly home and rearm. I'm just going to slow down here so I get a slightly better drop. Okay, so it's an AI tank. Not so fun. I'm going to drop one bomb and hope it hits him. Retract my flaps so they don't break. And that, unfortunately, was a miss. Although, I mean, looking at where he is and where it landed, I don't quite see how. My frames aren't very good. And then as you can see, I'm getting shot at by the AI anti-aircraft. So we're going to circle around, see if we can get a better hit with... Oh, no. No, both my bombs dropped. Okay, well, in that case, I guess I can provide a bit of air cover and maybe try a bit of strafing. I only have 20mm cannons, so chances of penetration on heavier tanks is pretty low. Maybe I can spare my team from some of this AAA. And then if I hit the ground or if I get taken out, then I can jump into... I need to retract my flaps unless I want to blow them off. I can jump into my new tier 2 tank and romp the battlefield a bit with that. Again, very not upgraded because I haven't played much in it. So it hasn't got spare parts or extinguishers or anything, which will be interesting. Because obviously it's a bit susceptible to getting blown to pieces. I'm just going to see if I can get this IL-2 before he does too much damage to my friendly tanks. I'll penetrate that Stalin wood. Oh! And there you go. My pilot was killed by Yak-9T. Standard stuff really if you're flying. So yeah, that's the end of the plane section. Now, as you can see, I can now choose between any of my tanks, and I'm going to go for my tier 2 tank. Whilst unupgraded, big gun, big armor. Well, it's a medium tank, so it's not that big. But anyway, I quite like it. It's got quite an appeal to it compared to the short-barreled tanks I've been driving so far. We're just going to give it a go. I think we've got a 3 command point 1 on this. So there you go. You see our IL-2 still flying around despite getting critted because of that Stalin wood. No, I don't mean to whinge. I just didn't get enough hits on him. But anyway, we're going to give tanks a go now. So I've been really enjoying the open, I guess it's open beta testing now for ground forces. I think introducing a whole variety of players and play styles rather than a smaller, just a smaller pool has more limited variety. And I think as well it's more. I mean, of course when it went to open beta, I lost all the progress that I had in the closed beta, which is a bit of a bummer. But at least now it would seem to be permanent. which is a relief because it sort of feels like I'm actually moving towards something. My goal at the moment is to get the Tiger, because I love Tigers, who doesn't? They're iconic and supposedly very good tanks, but we'll have to see if Gaijin have given them a fair reflection in this game. Now, there's a few enemy tanks down here. Let's see if I can't get a hit on this T-34. Maybe this T-80, which I think is light tank. Oh, brilliant! Look at that. First shot, first kill. Well, second shot, technically. And then I bounced off that T-34, but he knows I'm here. He's going to shoot back. Target undamaged again. This is slightly worrying. He's going to shoot back. He missed because he doesn't know how to aim in realistic, although clearly I don't if I'm getting bounce shots. So I'm going to just move a bit, see if I can get it. Oh, that's not good. Okay, maybe I do have parts, seeing as it's prompting me to repair. His loader is now unconscious, and his gunner wounded. Now his gunner and loader are unconscious, however my gunner is unconscious, so I'm going to start my repairs and keep firing once my gunner comes back online, which is now. Come on, gunner, there we go. So he's hiding behind that little ridge. I'm happy to wait because I'm repairing. Oh, and there's an Su-122 that has snuck right up on me, and I did not spot. Oh, saved by my good friend somewhere in those hills, and that was a close call. Rather got the adrenaline pumping. Fortunately, that T-34 has not given up, and I can't actually see him, which is rather annoying. I think he's doing a pop and shoot tactic, which is obviously slightly better than just sitting in the middle of a field and hoping no one shoots at you. Tank tactics are not something I have very much knowledge of. Oh, there he is, popping out. Come on, just show a bit more. Pop out, come on. 5 seconds till we're mobile. We can get it. Oh, okay, that's not fair. How's he hitting me? Right, I'm moving. I am moving. I'm going to try and flank him to where that Boss F2 is. Oh, my goodness, he's going to have another shot, and he's got my whole flank to shoot at. I'm also getting shot from behind by a T-34 1941. Seems a little unfair, a 1941 tank coming up against little old me. But there you go, that's War Thunder. So let's get away from the main frame of the battlefield and move on to the side a bit and see if we can't give this T-34 a bit of a shock. Got to watch out for that KV-1. Obviously, with a gun of his caliber, I wouldn't last very many rounds in a shooting contest. This F2, however you say it, is not in a particularly good spot, so I might try and divert some of the attention from him. But of course, being a KV-1, it just bounces my shots. So I'm going to duck behind this little ridge a little bit. We still have a T-34 over there that I'm... Oh, whoops. Oh, goodness me. And there's my crew knocked out. So as you can see, tactical play is crucial in realistic battles. You need to provide yourself with cover and not dance around like a fairy waiting to get hit. So we're going to jump into our second tank. Again, a slight alteration for realistic battles with ground forces is you get both of your tanks as opposed to just one aircraft. Unfortunately, my team doesn't seem to be doing very well. And for that matter, neither do I. I've only got one aircraft kill, I think, because that IL-2 eventually ate it, and the T-34 that was unfortunate to be hit in the crew, I assume, or maybe the ammo rack, although it didn't explode that violently, so I doubt it, very early on. And so I'm not going to go back to... Oh my goodness, that 90 had a bit of a close pass. I think that is my favourite thing about the combined air and ground matches, is you really get a sense of immersion and atmosphere when you have these planes zooming overhead and fireballs crashing out the sky, bombs dropping God knows where, and then at the same time you've got to think about, you know, artillery tank, like SU tank destroyers and big T-34s rolling over the hill. I mean, it really gives a sense of a proper World War II battlefield. Of course, lacking the infantry, but I don't think that's something War Thunder, Gaijin are going to bring in. So, enough rambling, let's do some killing. I need to find a nice little spot to perch where I can pick off a few unfortunate souls. Got to watch out for that Su-2 as well. He's on the prowl for some tank kills. Maybe I can get him. No, that was a very speculative shot, and actually he's hit the dirt. So we've got a T-34 down here, somewhat concealed by the smoke, and I've got a hit on him. I think he got a hit on me too, but nothing seems to be damaged, so I'm going to continue putting rounds into him. There you go, loader machine gunner. I'm interested about this as well, because the machine gunner doesn't seem to have an actual in-game purpose yet, but I'm wondering if in future updates they'll make them relevant. Or maybe it's just another crew member. And that's a nice, easy AI kill. from a T-26. And I'm going to proceed towards A, somewhat cautiously. Still got a T-34 over there. It's the one mercy of realistic battles compared to simulator. You still get the names popping up to give you a rather better sense of the enemy that is surrounding you. This cliff should be fine. Yep. No worries about tipping over there. I think we're going to lose this pretty soon though, so I might try and just jump on A and cross my fingers and hope not to die. We've got T-80 over there. He's whizzing along. I don't think I have much luck shooting at him, so I'm going to hide behind this bunker. The bunker. Because I think there's quite a lot of Russian tanks on the right flank. Now we've got a T-26. If he comes into my field of view, I'm just going to do a speculative overhill shot. If I had slower ammunition, obviously I could do a bit of a better job at shooting him because I could get it to arc over the curve of the hill. But as it stands, this cannon and the ammunition I'm using are quite high velocity and quite accurate. So whilst that's good in most senses, I can do rather long range shots and still have them work out. Oh, brilliant! I've got a Stug helping me. You know, I can have long range shots and they work out. But equally, if someone's just underneath the crest of a hill, it can be difficult to get a nice shot, which I haven't unlocked that Stug yet. I've unlocked his predecessor, the tier 1 Stug. My goodness, that IL-2 is going for us with every piece of ordnance he has strapped to his wings. Oh, and now he's strafing us. This is less than enjoyable. Oh, okay, that did a fair amount of damage. Looks like my transmission is shot, as well as my turret and track taking a bit of damage. But we captured the zone. We've got all 3 zones in control now. Okay, there he is. Don't tell me no. Okay, I still seem to have all degrees of movement in my tank barrel. It's just a little bit slow. There's that T-26, and he is no more. So we've got 2 ground kills, 4 AI kills, and 1 plane kill. I'm amazed it hasn't given me the opportunity to repair, as I'm not exactly in great shape. I can't really turn my tank. I can crawl forwards, I can not really go backwards, and now someone's called in artillery on me. This is not ideal, and I fear we won't be sitting here for much longer. Unfortunately as well, this is my last tank, so this battle might come to a slightly premature end, although I feel I've done my part to some extent. Okay, yeah, my engine is only going forwards because I can't change gear, really. It seems to only want to go in first, and I can't repair as well. I'm wondering what prerequisites have to be met to bring up the option to repair, because I have a severely damaged item. My transmission is black, which would suggest that I could repair, but maybe I've already used my parts. I'm not sure. If you know, leave a comment down below and fill me in. As long as I've been playing tanks, I'm still a massive noob. So they seem to be capturing the B point. I'm going to crawl out of this hot spot because I think it's not the best place to just be chilling out. That's one thing in the aircraft that's quite useful is you know generally that the A, B and C, or if it's just a single point map, just the A point, are tank hotspots, so you can keep an eye on them and spot if there are targets waiting for you. But I'm yet to perfect the dive of the dive bombers. It seems to be a rather risky gamble, and now my engine has given up all hope. I just stuck in reverse, apparently. I was doing quite well going forwards, but no, I'm just stuck here like a lemon. See, now if this wasn't a recording, I would probably just jump out and then go and join another battle, but I sort of wanted to just do the one battle. So what I might do is cut it here, and then if anyone comes along or anything happens, I'll bring you back. And if not, I'll see you on the score screen for a debrief. Alright then guys, see you in a bit. Yep, you guessed it, nothing happened, but it looks like our team won. Judging by the scoreboards, we knocked out sufficient numbers of their tanks that they were unable to take the capture points. So, despite being on the brink of defeat, my heroic push to capture the A point, I think, was the sole contributing factor to our victory. And I've just been sat on this hill making odd noises to entertain myself. So, there you go. Couple of achievements there, or achievements, medals I think they're called. We'll check those out and have a look at what happened. I think that was quite a good game. There you go. Yeah, that was quite a good game. And a victory, so we get double experience. Brilliant. New 20mm cannons for my BF-110 and bigger bombs. Might have to equip that. We'll see. No... Oh, yes, I'd like to buy those tracks. Brilliant. But there you go. Bit more progress on my new Stug. I got Terror of the Sky, so I shot down the most planes, I believe. Although I'm not sure if that's true or not. And Balancer, so clearly the matchmaker was a little bit squiffy, but there you go. I got 1 air kill, 2 ground kills, 4 AI kills, which was more, that's more than I thought. So I guess you could say I got 7 kills. And I captured the A point. I'm quite pleased with that game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. There we go. Now I've got parts. That explains why I couldn't repair. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Fire extinguishers as well. Perfect. And I will see you guys in a episode to come. Hopefully with even more kills and even cooler tanks and planes. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.